Hey guys, this is Catherine with Oracle Intuitions. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. This is going to be a weekly zodiac reading for the week leading into April. So from March 28th to April 4th, we're going to be taking a look into the energies of the mind, body, spirit, as well as relationships with a closing message from the universe. So as you know, it's been a hot minute since I've been able to do a weekly reading. As many of you that watch the channel know, last year was a little bit difficult with losing both of our parents, and just other things kind of going on. So having to deal, with all of the things that happen after people pass away and stuff. So I'm back now, and also we're going to be continuing our live shows on Wednesday. So make sure that you click the notification bell so that you do get the notifications of when our live shows are coming on. As many of you again may know, if you're watching the live shows, Brandon did have to move, and it's just been a matter of him getting a good Wi-Fi signal in order for us to be able to do the live shows, because he is my partner on that, and we'll be coming back just as soon as possible. It may be this week, it may not be until next week, but we are trying our hardest to come back on and to do the live shows for you. So in the meantime, we are going to be doing the weekly horoscope shows. Weekly horoscope readings. I hope to continue these. So again, thank you so much for subscribing. Thanks for clicking the notification bell, and let's get into it and let's see what's happening for this week ahead. Also, for those of you that wish a personal reading, make sure you contact me at www.oracleintuitions.com, and make sure you follow my Instagram and my Facebook page as well under Oracle Intuitions. Thanks so much. Have a great week, and see you soon. Leo, welcome to your weekly reading for March 28th to April 4th. We're going to be taking a look into the energy of the mind, body, and spirit, as well as relationships with a closing message from the universe. Please remember that these are general readings, so they may not resonate with everyone, but I do suggest you check out your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs as well. All right, so let's take a look and see what is coming through. All right, message for Leo, please. Okay. Ace of Cups, within the mind. Within the body, we have the King of Wands, beautiful energy. And from spirit, we have the Nine of Swords. So I feel like Spirit is saying to you, Leos, try to get yourself out of place with the stress. It feels like there's absolutely nothing really to be stressed about, especially when we're looking at these cards. Within the mind here, we have the Ace of Cups, all right? When this Ace of Cups comes in, it talks about unconditional love. Now, this might be unconditional love for yourself, might be unconditional love towards others. It feels like you're getting into a place of your own personal strength, especially with this King of Wands coming through. So you might feel like you're in sort of this fiery type of energy of ready to charge forward. You might have plans in the making. You might be for some of you, maybe you're doing things now for yourself rather than doing for others. I feel like for some of you, you may have been in a place where you were doing things for others rather than for yourself. Maybe now it's time to take care of you. And it feels like here with this Nine of Swords, I do feel like that for some of you, you might be in this place of overthinking, okay? Because the Nine of Swords is really talking about overthinking, paranoid. It can be this place of putting things on your mind that really don't need to be there. It's kind of like that, when we wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning and we're like, oh my God, I just thought of this. And then you start to overthink, or maybe when you crawl into bed at the end of the night and, you have all of a sudden all these thoughts that are going through your head. What if this? What if that? What if this? What if that? And it's almost a place of worry or fear that you're coming from. And Spirit is really saying to you, there's really no need for that. Things are okay. Things are going to go smooth. I do feel, especially with this King of Wands here, is talking about acting out of integrity, especially for others around you. And that does have to do with a place of unconditional love. I'm not exactly sure why I'm getting that, but I do feel that energy coming through as well. It's like this King of Wands energy is really, the King of Wands is somebody who is honest and trustworthy and can be, relied upon, right? He is the person that people would go to, you know, if they need something and they know that they can place trust in you in order to accomplish it. And so I really feel that for some of you, that maybe that's why that Nine of Swords is coming through as well. Maybe for some of you, you're not sure, you know, if you're acting out of the best of your integrity. And that doesn't mean that you're being that you're not acting out of integrity. It just means that you might be worried that you're not. Maybe you're worried that you're not doing your best, or maybe you're not doing what it is that you should be doing in some way, shape, or form. But again, I feel like what Spirit is saying, that's all in your head, okay? But because basically the true element, the true thought pattern that's coming through is that coming from a place of unconditional love. Again, this could be towards others, this could be towards yourself, but it feels as though you're really acting in a place of your own personal morality. Okay. And I love that energy. It's really, but again, it feels like for some of you, maybe you're placing too much on yourself to be acting a different way, or maybe there's too much pressure that you've placed upon yourself. I don't feel like others are placing it upon you. I feel like this has to do with your own personal fears or thoughts. I don't feel like, I'm not really getting any energy here of others that are, you know, trying to place too much on you or asking too much of you. I just feel like for whatever reason, this might have to do with your own thoughts or your own fears in some way. So let's get some messages from Spirit and see what's coming through. This card wanted to pop out. And let's get one more. Whoopsie. First card coming in, we have reclaim. Yeah, it's like reclaim your power. And it's interesting because this is really, you know, if you look at this King of Wands, you know, he is very powerful. Again, you know, he comes from a place of morality. He comes from a place of honesty and trust. He's somebody that is dedicated and that you can, you know, you can put your faith in. And it's really talking about here, it feels like you have to reclaim your own personal power. Okay. Have that, remembrance within yourself that you do have, you know, your own integrity. I just feel like what I'm getting here, I might not be explaining it properly, but what I'm getting here is like, this is all more your fear than how others are perceiving you. Okay. And so it's time to reclaim your power. And this might even be reclaiming your power towards a situation. Maybe you're feeling like you're not acting in the best way towards a situation when you're really actually coming from a place of unconditional love. You are coming from a place of honesty, but you know, for whatever reason, this Nine of Swords energy keeps popping up. Okay. And I feel like it's time to reclaim your power and recognize your own personal strength. We also have movement. This could have to do, you know, maybe for some of you, you're planning a trip. Maybe for some of you, you know, there is a movement of some sort. This even could be movement, you know, in regards to other things around you. Maybe, you know, it could be moving furniture. It could be, you know, movement in a car. It could be, you know, movement in some way. But what I'm getting here is by reclaiming your power, it's going to allow that flow of movement to happen in a better way. It really feels like instead of staying in this place of having fear, take back your power, and that is going to help move you forward towards some sort of situation, or even a place coming from a better place of mind is what I'm getting. The magic, yeah, the power is in your hands right now. You've got the power. You've got the power within you to create what you want to create. This is very much that magician card. So you have all the tools in front of you. I'm really, again, not really sure why some of you are in this, you know, Nine of Swords energy where there is some sort of fear, or there is some sort of, you know, paranoid thoughts, or maybe for some of you, you know, you're not used to being in a place of contentment or happiness. And you know, and so because of that, you might be bringing in some sort of irrational fears about moving forward. It's kind of like, if I'm in this place of happiness, can I stay in this place of happiness? Or is something going to, you know, come up and bite me in the ass? Or did I forget to do this? Or did I forget to do that? It just feels like for some of you, It's okay to release this energy is what I'm getting, because things really are moving forward, especially if this has to do with relationship. I really feel like not only is that unconditional love coming from you, but I feel like if you allowed yourself and remove this place of fear, this place of paranoia, that unconditional love could, come towards you as well. So let's get some cards for more clarification. And these are going to be things that we either need to focus in on, or perhaps some shadow work that needs to happen at this time. First card coming in, broken dreams. Yeah. Only you can accept or reject your dreams. So I'm really getting, especially with that Nine of Swords energy, right? How clear is that it's coming through? I feel like for some of you, again, you're kind of creating a scenario in your mind that isn't the truth. And I feel like, these don't have anything to do with you. Maybe there has been disappointments in the past and whatever, but you're really in a place right now of being able to reclaim your power, being able to move forward, be having that personal strength, creating what it is that you want to create. The only thing that is going to maybe perhaps set it back is your own, right? Only you can accept or reject your dreams. So if you are having some sort of nightmares or some sort of dreams that, are putting you in a negative mindset, you have the ability to reject those and focus in on the positive things that are actually trying to, present themselves in your 3D realm at this moment. We also have enough. You were born enough. So if for some reason, this has to do with the lack of self-worth or self-respect in some way or whatever it is, this is a reminder from Spirit that you are enough, that you don't need to be in this place of judging yourself or, looking at yourself in a negative fashion. It's really saying here, you are enough. You can move forward. You can accept these good things that are coming your way. All right. And we also have the weeping wound. You are not your wounds. So for some of you, maybe this is past wounds that keep popping up. And again, even though Spirit is trying to bring through this beauty, this unconditional love, it's trying to show you that, you are enough and that things are going to work out and that you are going to be, in a very positive place, or that, they're trying to present to you a very positive place. You might be, in that place where you're like, oh, but these wounds keep coming up. And what I'm getting here is it's time to do the healing towards these wounds instead of letting them fester. Okay. If we don't do the healing that is necessary in regards to these past wounds, they are going to present themselves in the Nine of Swords and these, broken dreams, like again, which you can reject. So you don't want to let these wounds fester. You want to let them heal. And to do the healing, you may have to do the inner work. But remember, again, you have all the tools. You have all the tools in which you can use to achieve that. So let's take a look at relationships and see what's coming through. And remember that relationships does not need to be just romantic. They can be friends, family, and coworkers. Could even be a relationship with yourself. Just take them as they resonate for you. All right, let's see what's happening here with relationships. Okay. Find this interesting. I saw this card and I was like, yeah, this is pretty much exactly what I was saying. The Hand of Cards. Take a chance, risk, being strategic, options, not showing your hand. I really feel like the cards are in your hand right now. And especially I got that with that Magi coming through, like the Magician coming through. It's up to you. Do you want to heal your wounds or do you want to hang on and let them fester? So this is what Spirit's really saying to you. You have, the opportunity in your hands. Maybe it's time to take a chance. Maybe it's time to take a risk towards something. We also have Heart with a Key. So welcoming love, meeting the one, opening your heart, getting together, and perfect. So the cards are in your hand. You can either come from a place towards whatever relationship this is or has to do with. You can either come from a place of being scared or paranoid, or again, looking at things that didn't work out in the past, or you can come from a place where you're in this place of confidence and just knowing that things are going to be okay, and that you're coming from a place of true love and integrity in order to make this work. And we also have talking, interested, conversing more, awaited message arrives, text, call, email, or hovering. So it feels like, for some of you, maybe you're waiting for a text message, maybe you're waiting for a call, maybe you're wanting to have a conversation with somebody. So I feel like, sometimes we can put out that energy when we're so wanting a phone call, or we're so wanting that message to come through. And when we're in that place of worrying and wondering, is it going to make its appearance? When is it coming through? When is it going to happen? That can actually prevent the flow of it, right? It's kind of like, what's that expression? Watching water boil. Going to take a long time, right? So I kind of feel like just focus in on yourself, focus in on the positives, again, really working on clearing your own energy, really working on removing that energy that you've been maybe possibly feeling is going to come up and bite you in the butt in some way, right? I think it's really time to remove that and time to get past that. So let's see what clarification is coming in at this moment. First card coming through, we have the Snake, deception, jealousy, betrayal, backstab, toxic, silent treatment. Again, I really feel like you have a choice here, because we already had that Nine of Swords energy. It feels like, don't be in this place, don't be coming at it. Remember how I said, if you're really waiting for something to come through, and if it's not coming away through, maybe it's time to take a look at, are you in this place of, feeling like something's happening behind your back? Are you in this place of paranoia? Or are you in this place of, whatever it is that's sort of holding you back here? It feels like for some of you, this could really be playing on the current energy. And it really feels like, even though things aren't really as delayed as maybe perhaps you think that they are, or maybe perhaps, things aren't, there's no evidence perhaps of whatever it is that's happening, or what you think is happening, but your perceptions are putting that out there, right? And it's time to just pull that back and take a look at the positive. We also have the clouds. What did I say? Thoughts, problems, doubts, hesitation, beyond view, unclear. You might be in this place of confusion and doubt, but again, I'm really getting this energy from Spirit, that Spirit has your back. Spirit is moving you forward. And look at this, we also have the Sun. And the Sun is beautiful, right? The Sun is one of the best cards in the deck. And it really talks about, success, reason over instinct, okay? Reason over instinct. And I feel like this is the thing to look at. So maybe your instinct, or your, intuition, or, your paranoia, or your thoughts, or your fears are holding you back in some way. But the Sun coming through is really saying, look at, just let that go, and things are going to be okay. Things are going to move forward in a positive fashion. You are enough. You are worth it. You are in this place that you can receive. So do the inner healing on whatever wounds that it is that, you need to close up, right? Again, don't let them fester. Let's see what message is coming through from Spirit. So we actually have Lay of the Land, Ancestral Wisdom, and we also have Dances on Foot, a Balancing Act. So it feels like for some of you, I really feel there might be something to do with this ancestral wisdom. Maybe perhaps in the past, like these old wounds could have to do with some sort of ancestral heritage that's coming through. And it doesn't mean heritage, culturally, but it could be, things that our parents or grandparents, or even past incidents that happened to us are coming up to the surface, and maybe that is in some way bringing up some sort of doubts and fears within ourselves. And it's really saying to look at those and balance them out. Okay, I feel like whatever it is, even if it doesn't have to do with ancestral patterns of some sort, but it does really feel like to take a look. It almost feels like you go from one extreme to the next. So one extreme, you're like happy and being in this place of feeling the success, and the other place, it almost feels like this paranoia is coming in and just drawing you, into this place of fear and and holding you back from something. I feel like Spirit is saying, look, it needs to be, there needs to be a balance here. You don't need to be in this place of fear and jealousy and paranoia. But at the same degree, you do need to look at things probably from a logical point of view. But remember who you are, and remember that you have all the power inside of you. So I truly hope that this has helped, Leo. Thank you so much for watching. If you wish a personal reading, please contact me at oracleintuitions.com. Have an amazing day. Take care.